Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are joined in. Thank you. So, I'm going to do a Paris scene. I generally do a lot of portrait. So, I'm going to do few landscapes. So, I'm going to see. I generally don't do landscape, is just because trying to set up a camera seems a little odd. But we will do it anyway. So, Paris scene. So for someone who is new to this channel, welcome. I'm going to break the whole painting into 4 steps: drawing, first wash, second wash, and highlight. So most of my paintings I try to finish in 4 big chunks. So that's the way I try to think about it. So I kept a little bit of ink line. There's a couple of beans. I use it as a reference, ink line, and I put a little bit of tape so that it doesn't slide, especially for the camera setup. Okay, so it's a 6B pencil. Let's see how it goes. So this one is iconic Eiffel Tower, obviously. Other than that, everything else is a little loose. With the Eiffel Tower, you draw a straight line so that you know that's the reference, and then you can go all the way. It's just a reference. You don't need to have details. It's just so come over straight, and then. That silhouette is all it needs to represent Paris. So Paris is always easy to paint, not as in painting technique, but it's easy to get the feel for it. Okay. So I'm going to do a horizon here. We're looking at from a different angle. So the horizon, there's a little bit of fence. I can't remember which point it is. The landmark, I just have these photos. Trying to do a lot of geometric things. Okay, so basically that's how I join these things. It could be a lot more detailed, but you don't need so much detail. So we are just capturing the moment. And the pedestal. Also, if you notice, there is a lot of chairs in the foreground in this particular area. So I'm gonna, there's another. Or tree comes all that. landscape or a building. And there's more trees. So, and the foreground, I'm going to add lots of some chairs. So there's some shadows and there's light. So let's see how I'm going to put in some chairs. So for the chairs, I'm going to just make some perspective cubes. Okay. So the one in the front is slightly bigger. So the chair is going to look something like that. So you can get that particular shape. Okay. So those cubes are enough. I'm going to add a few more cubes. Maybe add some people sitting right here. People sitting here. The eye lines are here, so when the people stand. So as it goes, I'm adding a smaller. Okay, so a couple more chairs here. I don't know how to draw, but these ones I want to just make sure that I get the perspective right. So I'm doing it right. Okay. Okay, that's a chair, and then 3 more chairs over here. So simple shape. Okay, so that's the scene is set. I'll add a little more details, some shadows, and the building, grass, and some sky. Okay, so let's see how we can develop this painting. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just push in some blues. So there's a little bit of lavender, cerulean blue. Check the color, that's all right. That's a first wash. hazy sky. Couple places I'm going to just push in a little more color. Some lavender. And maybe a little bit of gray. Maybe that is a tad too dark. I'll just spread it around. And also a little bit of overlapping on the trees is important, so that when we do grass and leaves, it shines through, or you can see through the leaves. Okay, that's all you want to do with the trees. I'm going to do a little bit of lighter tone. So be just a little careful here. Not to, that one is a little bit marble, so I'm gonna paint around that. That's the background. While I'm here, I'm going to put in a little bit of yellow ochre to the building. And the rest of the colors. So speaking, so very light. So very light gray. So far, I hope you guys are still following. I've done the first wash, the drawing, sorry, the first stage of drawing. The second step is to do one wash. So I'm not worried about blending, mixing. It's supposed to happen. I'm just putting in some basic background colors. Okay, putting in some very basic background color. I missed a spot. I'm just adding color, and I'm going to slowly build those areas. Okay, I think at this stage I'm going to do a wash. Sorry, a dry. What am I talking about? I'm not a big fan of that dark spot, but it is what it is. So we will carry on like it's nothing. Okay, so the Eiffel Tower. Let's finish that. So I'm just picking up a smaller brush, and I'm get all some grays or browns, whatever is there on my palette. It doesn't have to be exactly black color, so I'm just picking up some colors. I'm just going to check for that tone to make sure it's not too dark. I'm going to check the color. That's too dark. I'm going to add a hint of blue, greenish. Okay, let's check the color. I'm going to add a little bit of red. That's okay. I will come once it dries. I can come and add a little bit of shadow on the side, but right now all I'm doing is adding one flat color. Okay, so it's not complicated, it's just adding flat colors. The other thing which I didn't draw for your reference, there should be a couple of pots here as well. Okay, so I'm doing a couple of pots, it's the same perspective, a couple of pots. That one's going on. While that one is going on, why don't I start adding some details on this building, and then we'll slowly get to the other parts. So a little patina, the old copper roof. while it dries, I'll come back and add more color. So a lot of burnt sienna. And some green. Just to check the color. See, that's alright. Just pushing in some more colors. And as I go near the top, I'm going to push in more green. But at this stage, it's just needs one or two more layers so that we can come back and then add the depth. Change a little bit of tree, add a little different shade. And continue. That I cut. There's a couple of pots. I'll go around that. So I'm just pushing the brush to get that level of crinkly effect. I'll just do the same. So that one is alright. I'm just adding some branches just to break the symmetry a little bit. Just like that. Okay, that one needs shadow, and this one obviously needs a little more depth. I will come back to that. Let's try to add colors in between. do is to listen to music when I'm painting, but these days I try to record it for YouTube. And I'm consciously thinking about what else to add when I'm talking. I don't know whether if you guys are videoing. Maybe I should play some music in the background. You try that. I'm babbling, exploring. Change it up by color. If it looks too monotonous, just add a little bit of color. That one is done. I will let it dry, but meanwhile I can continue with a little bit of shadows here. Level gray. Just picking up all the colors, nice green colors. So I'll add a little bit of blue. Check the color. The color is okay. So colors. How am I going to do? So lots of shadow. I'm going to come and finish those chairs, of course. So I'm just adding a little bit of reds, greens, white now. I think at this stage I'm gonna dry a little bit and then start adding details. I'm gonna just add some details while it's slightly wet. So picking up some turquoise, some gray. Pick up some color. Scratches, so the colors will fit in slightly differently with the rough scratches than with the normal. bit of white when we get to that stage. It needs a little bit of white and French flag. And okay so far. Let's add some details to the Eiffel Tower itself. Probably that's a bit too dark. I will lighten it. Okay, so we kind of done most of the top part. I'll add a couple more shadows to the building itself. Bits, so a little bit of gray. I'm just picking up the colors, bluish turquoise. That's okay. So I'm just coming here, just changing the color. That color needs a little more dark. Also, always remember once the painting dries, it's going to be like 20-30% lighter. Okay, so you want to make sure. Shadows or the highlights, those are the important bits. It's catching wherever it's catching light. Don't rush. This is the time where those subtle places where it catches light is what makes it interesting. Catching a little bit light is basically I think I'm happy with that. Maybe I'll add a little bit of red somewhere in between just to give. Change a lot more warmer. And there's going to be a lot of chairs. And we will see how I'm going to develop those things. Okay. Let's dry a little bit and finish the people, chairs, and the foreground. So those are the only few things which are left out. Okay, this is the time to switch to a slightly smaller synthetic brush so that the lines are a little more sharper. just add a couple more in the background. Background, and now let's add some heat. These are all just references. Doesn't have to have a person. It's just adding few people in the background. And then you want to make sure that the shadow is captured as well. And not to forget all the shadows. So I'm going to come in and add all the shadows in the same direction. Okay. That's what binds the people. Shadows. Give it what it is. Connecting. Also, this one looks too clean. Or it's too flat, so I'm going to just add a little bit of shadow. It's time to add a little bit of white to different places. Places where it will catch some light. screwed up, but we shall see. Highlights here, sketching some line. And not to forget the white in the map. Sketching some white. More reflection. Signature. Thank you for the patience. This was not a quick painting. Thank you for having the patience. I'm gonna just quickly reveal this. There are a lot of small details in this one. I hope you enjoyed the painting as much as I do. Till next time, keep watercoloring and bye. Cheers.